All right, fellow TIs, fellow target individuals, just wanted to share this with you. I believe I shared this on the the previous channel before, but I wanted to put this up here again. What I'm gonna do is try to find as much evidence on YouTube or anywhere I possibly can to help TIs out when it comes to situation to help us, have information on the forefront for when people, when we do have more and more people that wake up to what's going on. Now, I've already went over basically the different organizations that are responsible for deploying this technology and for the, excuse me, for the human trafficking, for the whole attacks with, direct energy weapons, the whole gang stalking, not all that stuff, basically. So I'm about to basically I've already created a playlist. You'll find that on on this channel. It says evidence for TIs. This is going to have a series of many different channels throughout the playlist that you can check out that has tips, hints, and many other different methods for you to use to basically gather evidence of your targeting of the the harassment and everything else that's happening to you. Okay. Now for right now, it's only got like one channel on there, which is this one, target individual, which will say evidence at the end of that. But as you see, it's not enough room for that. So let's just read what it's in the summary of this. So summary of tips for targeted individuals: remote neural monitoring, voice to skull, V2K, electronic harassment, and organized gang stalking. Priming is an implicit memory effect in which exposure to one stimulus, i.e., perceptual pattern, influence the response to another stimulus. And there's the web link for you there. Now then, sensitization. This is normally what is done when they do the color harassment bit. This is to sensitize you to those colors. So that's basically the end game with that. This is also going to be done with verbal harassments and much, much more. Even with, simple body movements and gestures that they would normally do. So let's read what this says. Sensitization is a non-associative learning process in which repeated administration of a stimulus results in the progressive amplifications of a response. There's the web link there. Now, when a TI is gathering evidence and they keep seeing these people doing the same exact thing every day, that's what that is. It's nothing innocent. It's not them playing, minding their own business. They're trying to basically sensitize that person. That's an enactment of sensitization. So let's read a little bit farther down. If you hear voices that is distinctly not your own thoughts, ignore and do not participate whatever accusations, cursing, filthiness, and nastiness the R&M perps relay using V2K white noise. Sometimes this is, on an automated system. That's, sometimes they do that where it's, just, playing a previous recording. This is the perps that, the operatives that they send around your home and around you when you're outside to record, to basically figure out what you're listening to, what you're watching, stuff like that. And then they'll just relay it through that to try to initiate a response. Do not respond to them. Don't. Ignore it. And pretty soon, once you start detoxing like I do, you'll be able to start to tell the difference of when you're being shot with radiation, the exact moment it happens, as well as when you'll be able to also tell the difference between your real thoughts and the implanted thoughts due to these weapons. Now, let's read the whole thing again, since I did kind of cut myself off there. If you hear voices that is distinctly not your own thoughts, ignore and do not participate whatsoever. Accusations, cursing, filthiness, and nastiness, the R&M perps relay using V2K white noise, whisper voice. Do not engage with them with any arguments. Do not give them any attention. Remember, they are already getting paid and you're not getting anything back except the physical and psychological harm. Since they are forcing themselves into you, do not give them anything more but stare in silence, which is more than enough. See if you hear voices that is distinctly in web link. And there's another link for you there. R&M perps use gaslighting psychologic tactics, and there's the web link for that. R&M perps possibly use some kind of digital voice changer for relaying V2K white noise whisper voice in real time. It is in real time because R&M perps repeat the words which is one thinks in mind in words using a V2K white noise whisper voice within a second. For example, a real-time digital voice changer could be a vocoder or a voice changer software, vocoder example. And there's that right there. Real-time digital voice changer software. There's the web links there. The modulator, I don't know what that's supposed to be. While talking to R&M perps in words in your mind, keep your tongue pressed at the bottom of your mouth or on top of your mouth so that your tongue does not respond when you think of words in your head and get fatigued. See movies to partly form in shapes and web links. R&M gang stalkers use look-alike of 4 people from my previous employer, whom I saw once on roll while traveling visiting to mall and ice cream parlor. They are agencies who provide look-alike for politicians, campaign, and film industry. It is another kind of harassment. Tip: once I started taking a video recording photographs, the menace stopped. Web link there. I'm a target individual, TI hearing voices method, and that's actually the same thing that's been happening to me. I'm not responding to these perps. I'm not. They know this full well. So, they actually are getting nervous when I do film because I have it in a way to where I don't have to respond to what they're doing. I have it in a way to where I don't have to respond to what they're saying. No, I don't have to do any of that because my equipment captures everything as it's happening. They pull that stunt off, well, guess what? You're just going to be filmed. That's just all there is to it. You're involving yourself with something that's going to get much more serious later on. And that's to the perps. Because understand, they may be paid off, but I don't have to react to what they're doing. This is why they've actually started getting more and more desperate, actually. I'm pretty certain this is the same situation for other TIs as well. You best believe that they're not going to be able to get away with this. Okay, some of the related words to voice-to-skull technology, V2K sounds, a remote neural monitoring technology, R&M, artificial telepathy, synthetic telepathy, voice of God, targeted individual, directed energy weapons, DEW, synthetic voice, electronic harassment, satellite harassment, radiation detecting, mind control, organized gang stalking, microwave auditory effect, microwave hearing, hearing voices, brain fingerprint, brain hackers, brain computer interface, BCI, brain to text technology, silent sound spread, spectrum, SSSS, or S squad, sonic weapon, stereo, bone conduction, Medusa, mob. You see, they're saying bone conduction, but this technology does work through bone conduction. Medusa mob excess deterrent using silent audio, extremely low frequency, EMF weapon, mind reading, remote human motor, remote thought surveillance, remote visual relay, remote all factory and small memory surveillance, remote computer screen surveillance, remote audio satellite surveillance, remote see-through wall satellite surveillance. So they can technically use this stuff to basically see through walls. I remember there was someone else doing an experiment to where they mentioned that you can actually see through walls using radiation, using like Wi-Fi radiation or something like that. I remember now it was either through radiation or just through the Wi-Fi itself, but I think it was definitely dealing with radiation itself. I think. I'm not certain about that, but it may have been, or may have just been Wi-Fi. So there you have it. That's the whole summary in a nutshell underneath this video tab. I would play that, but the network's kind of slow right now. So just check this out at your leisure, when you have time. Now, as you see, there's all kinds of videos here. A whole lot more than this. That's directed energy weapon, DEW symptom evidence. So if you need to see the symptoms and stuff like that, where on a pre-recorded, on how to record it, that's how you do it. You can just get all this information here to prove your case, prove what they're doing, prove everything that's happening. And also remember, there's also going to be other channels there. Miss SH Space Peace channel is going to be there. She offers wonderful advice. But at the same time, be careful when you use these apps, because these apps that she's going to recommend, they do use Bluetooth, they do use Wi-Fi. So you must be careful when you go out and about using these things to basically track the equipment that they use down. And I'm telling you, use the utmost of safety, because they could very well try to gaslight you with that with that technology as well. Creating confusion, trying to get you to basically go to someone else's place, when in reality, whoever owns that house is not really involved, but it's actually just a perp, going to that house to give you the wrong idea as a means to set you up. Don't fall for that. Just get the information, get all the stuff that you're going to need to basically track all this stuff down, write it all down, get a screen recorder. Remember, you need to pre-record this before you use these apps because they will change it on you in a second, the minute you basically find it. When you start seeing the uplinking and the downlinking when it comes to these apps, they will try to change all that stuff. All right. Now, as you see, there's a whole bunch of videos here. You best believe there are a lot more other channels out there with even more evidence than this. And I'm going to find every single one of them. This TI's, the other reason why, just minus the whole strike thing on those other channels, the reason why I created this next channel is because I wanted to get back on topic with what we really need to be, doing. We need to all, start gathering everything, all of this information, all of this evidence that many other fellow TIs have gathered, stuff that really shows what, the actual effects of this stuff that has been happening for years. People, you see the time frame on this. This was 2 years ago. And his last video was like literally just 1 month ago. Got like 99 views. There's already around over almost 100 people who've seen this video alone. Just that one video right there. So again, you'll find this in the playlist. It is it is public, so you will be able to easily find it. As always, stay safe, stay strong, everybody.